guys, welcome back. You might be thinking, Keisha, wait, you're not riding. What's happening? It is Friday, and it is snowing very, very hard outside right now. And it's been raining, snowing, and then sunny. Raining, snowing, and then sunny all day. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna ride in this. It's crappy weather. It's supposed to be like this, all week except for tomorrow, Saturday, so hopefully tomorrow I can get a ride in, and then I'll figure out something for what to do, because she's green, so I don't really want to miss too many rides. Anyways, today's video, you might be looking at the title wondering, what are you talking about? Okay, today's video is something that I did with Rose, Skyla, and Boog. I didn't really do it with Kamani just because she's my personal horse, and I know all her quirks and everything like that. So in order to do this, you can be leasing a horse, you can be riding a lesson horse, you can be riding with a friend and you ride the same horse every single time. You can own a horse, it doesn't matter. If you're riding, or even if you're just doing groundwork with a horse, you can do this. All you're gonna need is a notebook, some paper, and a pen. And you need to go out and work with your horse. And what you don't like, you need to write down. So this is called a progress report. And I'll show you Kamani's and kind of go through a little bit of it. So that is Kamani's progress report of things that she does that I don't like. Pretty much it's things that she doesn't listen to, or things, like I said, that I don't like. It can be things she needs to work on. It can even be positive things. Like I've done this with Rose, Skyla, and Boog, where they have a list where they do things that they're great at, things that they're bad at, and things that we're kind of in the middle of. It doesn't matter how you do it. You do it how you want to do it. But write it down, and when you accomplish something, mark it off. And if something new pops up, write it down. And it helps you just keep something of what you really need to do with your horse. So I'm going to read off... I'm just going to read you guys what I think she needs to work on. So, cantering under saddle. You guys have seen that. It takes quite a bit to get her to there. Adding spurs yesterday, I got it a little bit better, but she's still kind of bowing out and slows down when she wants. Softening to the right side on the saddle and on the ground. If you guys have seen the riding videos, you know she's very stiff on the right, but she also drags out and pulls and is horrible on the right side on the ground, so it's not really a shock that she's so stiff to the right on the saddle. Working on keeping her pace grounded on the saddle, we all know that. Softening the lunge of the canter. She drags out, like I was saying, and just braces completely, takes her head out, takes her head straight and just fights and pulls against me. Changing direction and keep moving. That is under saddle and on the ground. When I change her direction lunging, she doesn't keep the pace. If I don't like really follow through and get after her, she'll just stop once you change your direction and just look at you. Backing straight on the ground and under saddle. Neck reining, we're working on it. Moving off leg, well, we're starting to get that now. Getting on and off with the head straight. Now that I tend to take more time. If you guys have noticed, I don't really get on her with their head straight very much. I've seen a lot of people get on colts, and even Clinton Anderson says it. You get on them with their head straight, and if something spooks them, they bolt. Putting tarp over her face, we still never accomplished that. She still really hates that tarp being over her head. So that'll be something that we'll probably do this summer. It's just so cold out there that I don't want to do that right now. Yielding her forequarters. She's getting good. There's days where she kind of goes almost a full circle, and there's days she'll only do 1 or 2 steps where she's actually doing it right, and then she just gives up and doesn't try anymore. Come when called. Sometimes she comes to her name perfectly, and sometimes she just stares at you, and either just stares at you or stares at you and just walks off like, I can't hear you. Putting her bridle on, which we have been getting better at. I've been working on keeping her nose tipped in, and keeping kind of my hand right here underneath her eye, and if she goes to take her face away, I kind of push on her a little bit, and she's been getting better with that already. Standing tied quietly while I throw hay. She absolutely will throw a fit if I'm feeding and she's tied up. The other day we had an incident where I was untacking her and brushing her. I always make sure to brush her after I ride. I just want to end on a really positive note, and I want her to feel comfortable. And I had her tied right next to the feeder, like 1.5 to 2 feet away, and I was cleaning up the poop, and then I was going to go break up the hay because I found metal and stuff, so I break it up. I was going to break up the hay and turn her loose. Well, I got halfway through breaking up her hay, and I'm in between her and the feeder again, and she turned her butt and put it right on me and almost pushed me into the feeder, so her butt got worked. So we're working on that, and she's getting better. She kind of pulls on the line a little bit, but she does stand, and so we're getting there. Don't spook at dogs and trains. That's going to come more when we start taking her out on trails. Something that I'm planning on working with a friend of mine that I ride with on trails. You guys have seen those videos. Her horses are more confident, so I might wait on those. See, now it's sunny again. I might wait on to do those for when I actually have somebody who's got a confident horse with me, just so that she's not, if she freaks out and that horse isn't freaking out, she's going to feed off that energy. Grabbing things off the fence under saddle. I told you guys yesterday I was planning on working on that, and I still plan on it when the weather stops being paranoid. Going through gates under saddle. That'll probably wait, and I'll probably wait on that until I can grab things, because grabbing things kind of leaning forward and pulling and putting things over her. Some horses can really react when you go through a tight gate for the first time. They're like, why are you leaning? Why are you doing this? So, yeah. So, along with going through the gates, opening and closing gates under saddle, once I can pick things up and put them back on and off the fence, I'll probably start working on that. Obstacles under saddle, we've started that, but I do want to jump her and get her moving up higher, like where the tires are stacked, because our logs out here are really, really huge and really, really round, so I want to just kind of prepare her and prep her. Ponying horses and being ponied, so I can pony the pony when I get her good and going, and I can actually neck rein her and steer her, but in order for her to be ponied, I would probably need a friend to go with me and loan me a horse that has done it before, so that hopefully will be in the future, whether that's in Arizona or in Oregon, I don't know yet. Taking treats better. This was another one this morning. I gave her a treat and she grabs my fingers, and the other thing that really pisses me off about her is you give her a treat and she thinks you're gonna keep giving her more, which I normally don't, so I don't know where she's getting that habit. But she'll stick her face in your face. Say you give her a treat and then you go to groom her face or tighten her halter or something like that. She just won't let your hand go anywhere out of her face, and she goes for your hand. Now, she has nipped a few times, and I'm trying to tell my family, don't feed her when she's getting pushy, but they don't do horses the same way I do, so it's kind of difficult because I get her going really, really good and stopping bad behaviors, and then people don't follow through, so it's hard. Okay, more on the lay down. That's not really a priority. That's probably something that we're going to do this summer. I stopped doing it when she got the hang of it, and now she's not doing it. I'm having to go back to, I think it was step 3, where I put the rope over her leg, throw it over, and then add my cues, so it's fine. I just want it to be something really good that she's good at and she's great at, so if something happens, I can get her down. If it's an emergency, she's tangled up in something, I need to get her down for some reason. Bidding up while lunging. We haven't been doing that since I started riding her, just because my focus has been getting up and riding her every day. That'll come soon. And then the last one that I have written down for right now is ground tying, because the majority of the time she ground ties really good. There are times I can leave her and she'll stay, and then there are times she's not gonna stay there. Like yesterday, I untacked her and she went to walk off, and I said, you better stay there, and she just kind of looked at me like, oh, okay, I'll stay here. And then as I turned around to grab the lead rope, she started walking off. So that's a lot of things that we need to work on. But you don't have to own a horse to do this. You can be training it, you can be leasing it, you can be riding it for a friend, you can be exercising it, you can be borrowing it for events. It can just be, you know, obviously if you don't own the horse, write down a list and ask the owner, hey, can I work on these things just to improve myself and improve your horse to where I think they should be. So you don't have to own a horse to do this, guys. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But if you guys have any questions, assumptions, never have I ever's, please comment them down below. I need 10 of each in order to do a video, a sit down video of that. If you have any other video ideas, comment those down below as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!